Just a couple of friends, In Between Dreams, featuring Jack Johnson's music. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
There's no combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. No song that I could sing, but I could try for your heart. And all dreams, they are made out of real things, like shoebox of photographs, some sepia tone love letters. Love is the answer, at least for most of the questions in my heart, like why are we here and where do we go and how come it's so hard. And it's not always easy and sometimes life can be deceiving. I tell you one thing, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, we look at them stars and we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. These moments just might find their way into my dreams tonight. Well, I know that they'll be gone when the morning light sings and brings new things. Tomorrow night you'll see that they'll be gone too. Too many things I have to do. But if all of these moments just might find their way into my day-to-day scene, be under the impression I was somewhere in between, with only two, just me and you. Not so many things we got to do, or places we've got to be. We'll sit beneath the mango tree now. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, we're somewhere in between together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. So pretty when I sleep, and when I wake up, you look so pretty, sleeping next to me. But there is not enough time, and there is no song I could sing. There is no combination of words I would say, but I would still tell you one thing, we're better together.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for not listening to your gut and still coming out this afternoon and actually coming here to Café Roux. Really, really do appreciate you very much. Yeah, we are all here today for our mutual love of Jack Johnson. Well, at least some of us. Maybe some of you saw the poster and just, took a whim on it all. But thank you very much for coming out here. I really, really do appreciate it. If I'm a little bit distracted to the corner over here, it's just the first time my daughter's actually seeing me play. So I know you're all here, but she's here. So I'm just going to be, most of it's going to be this side over here. Hey, sweetie pie. I love you. So there's a saying that goes, it's not always the wave that you paddle for that you take. And that's so true in many ways. And in this whole story that we're going to get into, the whole story of Jack Johnson, I think, is somewhat of a reflection of life and a message through the ocean, through his music, and how things sort of unravel in all kinds of ways that we would never possibly be able to understand. So this story is about one of those such waves that you paddle for that you don't end up getting. This begins on the island of Oahu, Hawaii, which is not at all like here, but in some ways in the deep south we're all related to surfing in the ocean, so we have somewhat of a connection to it. And this is where Jack Johnson was born. This is where he was raised. He was brought up, surfing community. The ocean wasn't just scenery; it was part of his life. Was part of everything. Boards in the yard, and to him it wasn't just surfing, because his dad was the famous surfer Jeff Johnson. So it was heritage to Jack. But yeah, there's a couple of lessons that go, the ocean gives and the ocean takes, and we'll find out more about that later. This story before, people keep looking for the metaphor, but don't leave much up to the imagination. So I wanna give this imagery back, but no, it just ain't so easy like that. So I turn the page and read the story again and again and again. It just seems the same with a different name. We're breaking and we're building and we're trying, always guessing, never knowing. Shocking, but we're nothing, we're just moments. We're clever, but we're clueless, we're just human. Amusing and confusing, but the truth is, all we got is questions, we'll never know. You can say disaster. Wanna take a time lapse and look at it backwards like the last one. Or maybe that's just the answer that we're after. But after all, we're just a bubble in a boiling pot, just a warm breath in a chain of thought. Moments just combusting, feel certain that we'll never ever know. It just seems the same, give it a different name. We're breaking and we're begging and we're trying, always breathing, never knowing. Shocking, but we're nothing, we're just moments. We're clever, but we're clueless, we're just human. Amusing and confusing, but the truth is, all we got is questions, we'll never know. Knock on your door to door, tell you that the metaphor's better than yours, cause you can either sink or swim. Things are looking pretty grim if you don't believe in what they spoon feeding. Well, it's got no feeling, so I read it again and again and again. It just seems the same, so many different names. Our hearts are strong, our heads are weak, we'll always be competing, never knowing. We're shocking, but we're nothing, we're just moments. We're clever, but we're clueless, we're the human. Amusing and confusing, but the truth is, all we got is questions, you never know. Never know, never know, never know. Yeah, you good? Okay. So very quickly, Jack wasn't just this kid on the beach. He was very quickly becoming one of Hawaii's most stylish surfers. People were already recognizing him, saying like, this is his career, this is definitely his path. He was unhurried on waves, something that only comes from spending thousands of still hours in moving water. Jack was pursuing this with he was going to become a professional surfer. That's pretty much where he was going for it. But like we were saying earlier, the ocean gives and the ocean takes, and very quickly in a moment, everything can change in your life, and the ocean doesn't always follow the forecast. And with that, we have Ray that's going to give us the surfing forecast while we tune our guitars to be relevant for the next song. Ray, how's things looking for us for Monday?
Thank you for asking, Liam. It's looking pretty good. We got a solid swell pulling in. It's 4.7 meters today. Tomorrow it's going to drop down to 4, but it's going to be a lighter wind, southerly wind, which means it might wrap around in Kormaki. Unfortunately, nothing really here in Noordhoek. But if we're lucky, maybe if you head to Long Beach, you'll be able to catch a couple of bombs.
That's quite enough, Ray. Thank you very much.
I was just about...
I always do that to him. I'm like, Ray, you get a chance to talk, but then I just put you down all the time, Ray. It's a mess, so it's mine. I can't sleep, cause it hurts when I think. My thoughts aren't at peace with the plans that we made. The chances we take, then are yours, then are mine. There's waves that can break, and the words that we said, and the words that we mean. Words can fall short, can't see the unseen. The world is awake, for somebody's sake now. Please close your eyes, won't please get some sleep. And know that if I knew all of the answers, I would not hold them from you. Know all of the things that I know that we told each other. There is no other way. Silence can be misleading. You're drifting, I can hear it in the way that you're breathing. We don't really need to find reason, cause out the same door that it came, well it's leaving, it's leaving. It's leaving like a day that's done a part of a season. Resolve is just a concept that's as dead as the leaves, but at least we can sleep. All that we need when we wake, we will find it. Our minds will be free to go to sleep. And know that if I knew all of the answers, I would not hold them from you. Know all of the things that I know that we told each other. There is no other way. sorry about that irritating noise. Gareth is very good. He just needs a little bit of time to warm up. So everything looks like it was going absolutely right for Jack Johnson. You know, he was born up in Hawaii, the surfing capital of the world. His father, Jeff Beck, renowned legendary surfer. He was hanging out with all of his friends who were then going to be the shapers of the new sporting revolution of surfing. People like Kelly Slater. You know, they were pushing each other constantly, pushing each other deeper, steeper, on all kinds of crazy waves. And the future seems set. Jack Johnson was one of the best surfers out there. Some even say at the time better than Kelly Slater. Don't fact check that. I made that up right now. One day, Jack's busy practicing for a competition. He's at Pipeline, that legendary, brutal, beautiful reef break in Hawaii. And it's a wave he's surfed thousands and thousands and thousands of times. But this time, Jack takes off a little steeper than he would have liked to. The lip pitches up like a falling wall, and the same ocean that had raised Jack Johnson was now shoving him headfirst into coral reef. Jack makes contact with the reef. He's knocked unconscious. He's floating around in the water, pulled out by his friends, taken to the hospital. And just like that, Jack's whole life was completely in disarray. The future that he had seen in surfing completely wiped away. Now on to New Horizons and a slightly untuned guitar. It's just begun, but evidently it's too late. Situation number two, it's the only chance for you. It's controlled by denizens of hate. Situation number three, it's the one that no one sees. It's all too often dismissed as fate. Situation number four, the one that left you wanting more. It tantalized you with its pain. Oh. much, Tim. So obviously stopping his whole surfing career was devastating for Jack, but he didn't give up. He didn't say goodbye to the ocean, and I don't think anyone with that kind of life could possibly do that. So he spent his time trying to figure out, how can I connect? And his mother did something so simple. She bought him guitar tablature while he was recovering from this insane head injury, missing teeth, so he could just sit and be quiet and be still, and the guitar would fill the silence. Jack started to write music a little bit, trying to pass the time, but still never being far from the ocean. Hello. He didn't want to say goodbye to that whole world, so he thought, you know what? Music's not really a thing, it's just kind of a hobby, it's something I'm doing to pass the time. He wants to go study film in California, so he could still be by the sea and still be part of his friends like Kelly Slater, be part of that whole world. So he learns how to load a 16mm camera, and the next part of Jack's journey begins, and that's following them all around. He's starting to film his friends surfing, so his life started to look like road trips, boards on the roof, camera in the back, and the guitar was never too far away at all. The guitar was always just right there. So after long days of being in the water, of Jack filming movements, documenting moments, they'd always come down to either a campsite, either a parking lot, sitting in one of their friends' car, and Jack would bring out a guitar, and this would bring out, this is how his music started to organically appear. Can't you see that it's just raining? Ain't no need to go outside. But baby, you hardly even know when I try to show. Song is meant to keep us from doing what you're supposed. Waking up too early, maybe we could sleep. Make it banana pancakes, pretend like it's the weekend now. We could pretend it all the time, yeah. Can't you see that it's just raining? Ain't no need to go outside. But baby, you're like an ukulele. Mama made a baby. Really don't mind the practice, cause you're my little lady. Lady, love me, cause I love to lay lazy. We can close the curtains, pretend like there's no world outside. We could pretend it all the time, yeah. Can't you see that it's just raining? Ain't no need to go outside. Ain't no need, ain't no need. Can't you see? With the telephone singer ringing, it's too early, don't pick it up. We don't need to, we got everything we need right here, and everything we need is enough. Just so easy when the whole world fits inside of your arms. Do we really need to pay attention to the alarm? Wake up slow, wake up slow. But baby, you hardly even know when I try to show you. The song is meant to keep us from doing what we're supposed to. Waking up too early, maybe we could sleep. Make it banana pancakes, pretend like it's the weekend now. We could pretend it all the time, yeah. Can't you see that it's just raining? Ain't no need to go outside. Ain't no need, ain't no need. Rain all day and I really, really, really don't mind. Can't you see, can't you see? You've gotta wake up slow. That's a classic, that's a classic. So that's what Jack was doing. Jack was following his friends around. He was filming them in the water. And finally, we reached this one point where Jack's actually part of creating one of the most influential surf movies of its time and maybe for surfing culture. And that would be the movie September Sessions. Jack was a filmer and a producer on it. And they were sort of reaching the end of the production side of things, and they were nearing the end. They'd gotten rights to pretty much all the music except for the one at the end with the final scene. And all of Jack's friends were like, "What about that song you've been playing to us in the parking lot? You know, like that. Let's just put that one in." And Jack's like, "No ways, I can't do that. How can I possibly be pushing my own music on a film that we're doing about the surfers?" And no, please do it. And somehow they ended up convincing him to go and record the song and to put it at the end of September Sessions. And F-Stop Blues was born. Hermit crabs and cowrie shells crush beneath his feet as he comes towards you. He's waving at you. Lift him up to see what you can see. He begins his focusing. He's aiming at you. And now we have cutaways of memories, close-ups of everything that he's seen and even dreamed. And now he's finished focusing. He's imagining lightning striking seasickness away from here. Look who's laughing now. You've wasted how many years, and you've barely even tasted anything remotely close to everything we've boasted about. Look who's crying now. Driftwood floats after years of erosion. The incoming tide touches roots to expose them. Quicksand steals my shoes. Clouds bring the F-Stop Blues. Look who's laughing now that you've wasted how many years, and you've barely even tasted anything remotely close to anything you've boasted of.
Look who's crying now.
Gareth Christie on the lead guitar. It's been so tricky. I keep saying it's Jack Johnson, not John Mayer, but he just does whatever he likes. He's in his own world the whole time. Just loved it, Gary. Thank you so much. So now we're in an interesting situation. So Jack's now gone into filming surf content, but one of his songs has managed to wiggle its way into the end of one of the most iconic surf documentaries ever. So this whole story I haven't told you, Jack does continue to surf, and he surfs to this day. Just it's not a moment of like of competition or something that he's striving for to be the best at anymore. So one day Jack's out surfing, and something very interesting happens. This kid, like 20 years old, ends up paddling up to him and asks him, "So where are you playing next?" And Jack's like, "I'm not playing anywhere." And it's like, no, but like I watched that documentary. It's you and that. It's your song, right? F-Star Blues. And he goes, "Yeah, that's me." And he's like, "Yeah. So where are you playing next?" And this very interesting moment for Jack happens. He's in the sea, the same sea that had raised him and taken away a dream, which was now introducing him to a completely new reality for him, that his music could be something. So at this point in time, Jack could pretty much go to any sort of surfing town and fill up a living room of people, because just from this documentary, they were keen to watch him. I'm going to tune my guitar before we have any sad moments. Gerard and Ray, play something. Rob? Now, so what's it gonna be? 'Cause people will tune in. How many train wrecks do we need to see before we lose touch now? And we thought this was low, well it's bad, getting worse. So where'd all the good people go? I've been changing channels, I don't see them on the TV shows. Where'd all the good people go? Got heaps and heaps of what we sow. We got this and that with the rattle attack testing. 1, 2, man, what you gonna do? Bad news, misuse, got too much to lose. Give me some truth now, who said I was young? Whatever you say, turn on the boob tube. I'm in the mood to obey, so lead me astray. And by the way now, where'd all the good people go? I've been changing channels, I don't see them on the TV show. Where'd all the good people go? We got heaps and heaps of what we sow. Feel the debris. You interrupt me from a friendly conversation. Tell me how great it's all gonna be. Way down by the edge of your horizon, it's beginning to show. And all I really wanna know is where'd all the good people go?
changing channels, I don't see them on the TV shows. Where'd all the good people go? We got heaps and heaps of what we sow. We got this and that with the rattle attack test down 1, 2, man, what you gonna do? Bad news, misuse, too much to lose. Give me some truth now, whose side are you? Whatever you say, okay, whatever you say. Wrong and resolute, but in the mood to obey. Station to station, desensitizing the nation. Going, going, going.
So Jack realized something that he figured, you know, I don't have to leave this life behind, and just because I'm saying goodbye to surfing doesn't mean I have to say goodbye to this culture that I've been brought up with my entire life. Music can be that. And in music, Jack started to realize that there's so many similarities. You know, the same pause and release, the same push and pull of the ocean exists in music. That same rhythm of the tides is in music, and that's what Jack was feeling. So he decided, I'm going to dive straight into music. That's what I'm going to do. Too many kids are asking me where I'm playing next. I might as well find somewhere to play.
I was sitting, waiting, wishing you believed in superstitions. Then maybe you'd see the signs. Well, Lord knows that I'm not you, and if I was, I wouldn't be so cool. Cause the love of someone ain't so easy to do. I can't always be waiting on you. I can't always be playing your fool. Sing a song, dance a dance. I gave your friends all a chance. Putting up with them wasn't worth ever having you. Or maybe you've been through this before, but it's my first time, so please ignore the next few lines, for they're directed at you. I can't always be waiting on you. I can't always be playing your fool. Keep playing your part, but it's not my scene. One this part of twist, I've had enough mystery. Building me up, keep shooting me down, but I'm already down. Just wait a minute. If I was in your position, I'd put down all my ammunition. I'd wonder why it's taken me so long. Cause Lord knows that I'm not you, and if I was, I wouldn't be so cool. Cause the loving someone ain't so easy to do. I can't always be waiting on you. I can't always be playing your fool. I can't always be waiting on you. I can't always be playing your fool.
Thank you very much for the woos. So there's another musician that's also involved in this surfing scene, but he was already someone, he had dedicated his life to music, and sort of surfing came after the fact. And that's a gentleman by the name of Ben Harper. So Ben Harper sees the film September Sessions. He hears F-Star Blues, and then he starts hanging around the same circles as Jack. And Jack's just a casual. He's actually friends with people. Ben Harper's around there because he's writing music for these types of things. He enjoys the culture, and he finds out that Jack's now wanting to pursue music. So Ben had a whole American tour, massive stadiums already planned and booked. And on one evening, he just says to Jack, "Do you want to come and open for me?" And Jack, the surfer dude that's just got a couple of songs out, ends up touring the road with Ben Harper at massive stadiums. And Ben Harper is one of those people that you would call a good fellow. Hi, Indy. How you doing, Snooks?
This old train breaks down, so I can take a walk around, see what there is to see. Time is just a melody, 'cause all the people in the streets walking faster than the feet could take a mile just roll through town. And though my window's got a view, well, the frame I'm looking through seems to have no concern for me now. So now I need this old train to break down. Oh, please just let me please break down. This engine just screams out loud, centipede gonna crawl westbound. And I don't even make a sound, 'cause gonna sting me when I leave this town. All the people in the streets that I never get to meet if these tracks don't bend somehow. And though my window's got a view, well, the train I'm looking through seems to have no concern for me now. So now I need this old train to break down. Oh, please just let me please break down. I need this old train to break down. Oh, please just let me please break down. Wanna break on down, but I can't stop now. Let me break on down, but I can't stop now. You can't stop nothing if you got no control of the thoughts in your mind and the things that you know. You don't know nothing if you won't let go of the things then that please, not the glass windows. You can't stop nothing if you don't let go of the thoughts in your mind and the things that you know. You keep on rolling, put the moment on hold, put the frames too bright, put the brands down low. So I need this old train to break down. Oh, please just let me please break down. I need this old train to break
I'm so rude. Not once have I asked you, how are you doing? Are we good? We have some thumbs up on that side. Are we dry? We're dry. That's a positive. That's definitely a plus. I'm doing great. Thank you very much for asking. I'm doing fantastic as well.
Such a tired game. Will it ever start? How will this all play out? Upside out on mine now. By now we should know how to communicate instead of coming to blows. We're on a roll and there ain't no stopping us now. We're burning under control. Isn't it strange how we're all burning under the same sun by now and save? It's a war for peace, but it's the same old game. And do you really wanna play? We could close our eyes and still then we could say it's us against them. We could try but nobody wins. Gravity's got a hold on us all. They try to put it out, but it's a glowing flame. Using fear as fuel, burning down our name. And it won't take too long, cause words all burn the same. And who we gonna blame? Now we know it's such a crying, crying, crying shame. It's such a crying, crying, crying shame. It's such a crying, crying, crying shame, shame, shame. Beginning to show number of people are numbers, they ain't coming home. We could close our eyes and still there. We could close our mind, be alone. We could say it's us against them. Gravity's got a hold on us all. It's a terrific price to pay, but in the true sense of the word, are we losing what we learn? In the true sense of the word, are we losing what we were? In the true sense of the word. Such a tired game. Will it ever start? It's not for me to say. Is it in our blood or is it just our fate? How will this all play out? Upside out of mouth now. Who we gonna blame? Now we know it's such a crying, crying, crying shame. It's such a crying, crying,
Again, Gareth Jack Johnson. Okay, that's just... He keeps on veering off. I don't know, was that... Let Gareth play. Let him play. No, this is my show.
That's my girlfriend as well. Ouch.
So usually when we do this type of thing, we do it indoors. This is the first time, I was going to say I've ever played outside, but that'd be a lie. But we usually do these types of things indoors. I don't talk as much. I can see you getting a little bit annoyed with the sound of my voice, and that's understandable. I get that. We usually have projections up, and we show these little clips of interviews. I try to get the Café Roux to take this down and put like white paint the roof, and we could project onto that. They said that's just not possible. There's another show happening next week. But alas, I was like, fine, I'll just do some script. Anyways, we had some beautiful things, some of them being Jack when he was younger with his teeth missing and scars on his forehead from the accident. But one video that I can't just like add into like some kind of dialogue is this cute, very, very, very cute little video of Jack. And he's on stage somewhere in the world, and he's in classic Jack Johnson attire, and that being a t-shirt, shorts, and flip-flops. And he's playing to a massive crowd, and he starts off with just going... This song would be... a little bit stalkerish if it didn't turn out that I ended up marrying her. So this song is 100% true, and it's about... So I was in character that I was going to say my wife, but that would be a lie as well. Jack Johnson's wife, who he met in California at Santa Barbara University, and they've been together ever since. I sure do. It was sometime in early September. Though you were lazy about it, you made me wait around. I was so crazy about you, I didn't mind. Though I was late for class, I locked my back to yours. It wasn't hard to find. You'd painted flowers on. I guess that I was afraid that if you rolled away, you might not roll back my direction real soon. But I was crazy about you then, and now the craziest thing of all, over 10 years have gone by. You're still mine, we're locked in time, can't rewind. Do you remember when we first moved in together? The piano took up the living room. You played me boogie and woogie, I played you love song. You'd say we're playing house, but now you still say we are. We built our getaway up in a tree we felt so far away, but we were still in town. Now I remember watching that old tree burn down. I took a picture that I don't like to look at. But all these times that come and go, and the long don't seem so long. Over 10 years have gone by. Can't rewind, we're locked in time. You're still mine. Do you remember? So I know we've been joking a lot about everything, but there is something quite special with this story. It's all happened sort of organically and by someone who's just listening. Hey, sweetie pie. I think it's too loud. Shame, she keeps coming to me, but I'm just like, Ray doesn't know soft on the drum kit.
That's not true.
Can't stop her. So a very interesting thing about this story is like, you know, I think it reflects life in many ways, and it's just crazy that you can be going so dead straight on something, and you can truly believe that that's all that life has in store for you. And you can be in your comfort zone like Jack was in the ocean. You can be doing the thing you've done maybe 1,000 times, and it feels right even in that moment, even when you're pushing your limits. and something happens, something catastrophic takes place. Like a child coming off the stage while you're trying to do your emotional part. Like a wave breaking and completely taking away your dreams. Sometimes, and I know it sounds crazy and hard to believe that in the moment, sometimes it honestly is for the best. Just like with Jack, you know. Yes, he had his face driven into a reef, and it's hard to say that that was a good thing. But without it, none of this music would have been possible. Kelly Slater wouldn't be the best in the world, and we'd be without all this incredible music. So sometimes, maybe not all the time, but sometimes, if things are getting a little bit tough, just try to remember that, you know, the wave you take isn't always the one that you're paddling for. And perhaps this little diversion in life is just taking you to somewhere new that you could have never imagined yourself doing.
Was leaving in the west, it was blue. Children's laughter sang, skipping just like the stones they threw. Voices echoed across the way. Getting late, and it was just another night. The sunset and our moonrise, not so far behind. Give us just enough light to lay down underneath the stars. Listen to Papa's translations of the stories across the sky. We drew our own constellation. Gary. The wind almost often lasts too long. When it stops, the calm nothing feels the same. Sheltered under the Kamani tree, waiting for the passing rain. Moving clouds told that these the same. Stars above, not gonna fade away. Just another night with the sunset and our moonrise, not so far behind. Give us just enough light to lay down underneath the stars. Listen to Papa's translations of the stories across the sky. We drew our own constellation. So Jack didn't become the professional surfer he had once dreamed of. In some ways, I think he became much, much, much more. He became a voice, he became a storyteller,
He's probably given to people more than he ever would had to become a professional surfer. I mean, I know Jack's gotten me through some fun times. I'm just kidding. Keep things clean, I have a child. Café Roux, you've been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for coming out and waiting for the passing rain under the Kamani tree, being here today. Thank you endlessly. Gary, you ready? Became a prisoner of his own past. He stabbed the moment in the back with the round up tack, which held up the list of things he gotta do. It's really no good. He's moving on before he understood. He stabbed you in the foot with every step he took from the places that he'd been, but he forgot to look. You better staple it together and call it bad weather. Staple it together and call it bad weather. Staple it together and call it bad weather. Staple it together and call it bad weather.
Ways, but he was so afraid, digging deeper through the ditch every chance he missed. And I met him face. It's such a strong word.
Better staple it together and call it bad weather. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We got Gerard Boyer on the beat. Ray Adam Morgan on vocals and drums. A prisoner of his own past. He sat the moment in the back with the round thumb tack, which held up the list of things he gotta do. It's really no good. He's moving on before he understood. Shot the future in the foot with every step he took from the places that he'd been, but he forgot to look. You better staple it together and call it bad weather. 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 If the weather gets better, we should get together. Spend a little time, we could do whatever. And if we get together, we'll be twice as clever. So staple it together and call it bad weather.
That was our last one. We're Johnny Dunzels. Rob, cut me off here. Cut me off. No, we don't have any more. We're done. Okay, geez, we're super unprepared. But I guess we could do it. Rob, you can put me back on. They're so relentless. We have to do one more. Okay, but no more after this.
What's impossible, well, they forgot. The world keeps spinning, and with each new thing, I can feel it changing everything. And as the surface breaks, reflections fade, and in some ways they remain the same. And as my mind begins to spread its wings, there's no stopping curiosity. I wanna turn the whole thing upside down. I'll find the things they say just can't be found. I'll share the love I find with everyone. We'll sing and dance to Mother Nature's song. I don't want this feeling to go away. To say what's impossible, well, they can try. And in the interval I begin to find that not everything's just the way it seemed. I wanna turn the whole thing upside down. I'll find the things they say just can't be found. I'll share the love I find with everyone. We'll sing and dance to Mother Nature's song. I don't want this feeling to go away. There's no time to waste, and it all just keeps on spinning, spinning round and round and upside down. I'll find the things they say just can't be found. I'll share the love I find with everyone. We'll sing and dance to Mother Nature's song. I don't want this feeling to go away.
Thank you so much, Café Roux. Thank you very much. And Rob, of course, thanks to you. Gareth's dad, stop it.